Get this all straightened around. Let's get this straight. Any of the day, Jeff here, commit, don't quit, live stream. So I hope everybody's having a good day. It's Wednesday. You know, how can it not be a good day, right? How can it not be? So we're live. Hey, Steve, how are you, my friend? It's good to see you. As you can see, I haven't been setting out notifications because this is all done the last couple days again from my phone, except at home. You like a picture of Ethan? Ethan's like elf on the shelf up at the top. Steve, can you see him? It's a picture of Ethan up at the top. It's good to see you, my friend. It is. So I hope everybody's having a good day. It's like I said, no notifications. So it's just because if it comes from my phone, I don't think you can actually set a notification. So Steve says, laugh out loud. When you pop up on your speech is always cut. How are you? Good. Even if I wait a few seconds, Steve, is it? Because I did exactly what you told me. I waited like 10, 15 seconds before I talked. I figured, you know what, if I don't talk right away, it won't cut out. But I noticed the same thing when I watched the video back. I don't understand why. I have absolutely no idea. But it's weird. When I watch the video back, it's all like wonky. The image is wonky for the first 3 or 4 seconds. Then it clicks in. I don't know how to correct it, but anyways, it is what it is. Desmond Donders, hey buddy, how are you? It's good to see you. Country Cycle Camp, thank you very much for sending your Diabetic Life channel, my friend. I appreciate it. It didn't click in the other day. You know what? When you were talking on Gill Skills, was it last night? I think it was Gill Skills. I know we were on there last night, but I think you were talking to me about it. But I didn't click in when you talked about it, and then I remember seeing the Diabetic Life channel on the live stream here. Anyways, it's a good thing you're doing, my friend. I'm not full out diabetic, but I can have the type 2, so I don't have to take any insulin. I have to take pills. Take 2 in the morning, 2 at night. Oh no, not 2. So that was when I first started, but I've moved it down, and now I just take 1 in the morning, 1 at night, and I'm all good. Just monitor what I watch what I eat and drink, and I'm good. Steve says, I know I had the same problem on the phone. Okay, so maybe once we get off the phone here, get back to everyday life on the webcam, maybe we'll have everything corrected. And hopefully that's tomorrow, because they're coming out between 12 and 2 tomorrow. So I may be live at 2. I don't know, because if he comes right at 2, I can't go live. If I'm not going to be live tomorrow exactly at that time, I'll let you know. And if I can't go live tomorrow, I will maybe... I may not go live tomorrow. I don't know. It all depends. The guy's going to come try to fix the jack, so it all depends on that. So we'll see. Drone journey, blah, blah, blah. Lee, I love it. You know what? I love that, my friend. I love it. See, Mullen, how you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you, Drone Journey. It's nice to see you, Lee. Joseph Kroll, hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Whoa. Drone Journey, hey, I'll save me typing everyone's name. Oh, gosh. Country Cycle says, I was on Gill for a while as Recycle Dude. I think it was Gill, either Recycle Dude or Gill. Anyways, one or the other. Anyways, let's see here. It's weird, you know. I can't get used to. I think it's because I think I need to keep looking up at the screen. If I don't keep looking up at the screen, is everybody okay with that? It's just because I'm looking down. If I just look at the chat, I won't be going up and down. Everything will be good. So, anyways, I got myself. Myself. I got myself a coffee. Hey, you like that little accent? I have no idea. It's a mixed mash of. That's me, unfortunately. Everybody's always like, "What are you trying to imitate?" I'm like, I have no idea. My grandparents were Irish, and when I was a little kid, I used to. I don't know why. I used to go out and I started talking like my grandparents when I was a little kid. Not so much. They've been gone a long time, but when I was a little kid, oh my gosh, it was pretty humorous. But Drone Journey says, when I was in my 20s, I took a lot of pills. I felt great with dance music. Oh my gosh. Steve says, are you going live with the GoPro? No. I have to look into that. I know the GoPro, I think you can only go I think you can only use the darn thing for 45 minutes to an hour anyways, but I imagine if I did go live with it, I'd have to unplug probably the webcam, because I don't think, because YouTube only recognizes the webcam. So I think if I plugged the GoPro in, it'd probably work that way. Maybe I should try it. I've actually filmed one little video. I sent it to Chris D. Price, the fellow from England. He's doing like a collaboration thing, and he asked to send. He's been asking for a couple weeks. I never got around to it. I was going to do it last week, and then with everything, I didn't get to it. So I did one quickly yesterday afternoon and sent it to him. I used the GoPro. So I said if it didn't work out, let me know. But he said, yeah, everything went well. So I'm glad of that. So when he puts that out, I'll let you know, and you should be able to see something with a GoPro until my wife gets. Joe's been busy. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm no good with the editing. Once she has some time, then she'll put some stuff together, and then we'll get a video out. So I'm not gonna make excuses. That's all. That's all it is. And it's been busy over the holidays, just like it for everybody else. No excuse for myself. Joseph Grohl says, "Doing good. Finally, not coughing. That was scary. Yikes." I'm glad you're feeling better, my friend. Dan Anderson, dear friend, give a 5 to you and hope you're doing good. Of course you do what you do, brother. God bless you. Dan, thanks very much, my friend. I appreciate it. It's good to see you, my friend. It's good to see you. I saw that one. I have to look at it. I think it's Ocharia's that you put up today. I haven't looked at it yet. I know you put a few up, so I'm gonna have to take a look at that one at some point. Keg. Keep the noise down, you ratty bunch. Oh my gosh, what time is it? About 5 after 5 in the morning, buddy. Okay, I absolutely love your new video you put up. About not the 5. What do you call it? The Not the 5 and dime. Here, they call things 5 and dime. They call not recycling stores. What do you call it? Thrift shops. That's it. Your thrift shop video, my friend, I absolutely loved it. You know what? When you're going through all this stuff, it brings back, half of my stuff that I own here. I don't buy anything new. I buy a lot of like my CDs and Blu-rays and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the quality's, you don't need new stuff. You don't need to spend $40 or $50 for something new. You can always get it for a few bucks. So that was good. I think you're in the right direction, my friend. You're doing a great job. Everybody, please check out Big Keg, especially his latest video. He did a great video. It's about, I think it's just a little over 10 minutes or so on a thrift shop, like going through the thrift shop. So please check it out. You won't be disappointed. He did a fine job. I know it's early for you, my friend. I do. Niffin Zone. Hey, buddy, how are you? Steve says, today it's pretty cold here. I can't even imagine how cold it is there. It's minus 10 or something, Steve. That's 10 Celsius, I guess. So that's with the wind chill. It could be a little higher, but I'm not 100% sure. Hey, Fitz at Bakes, buddy. How are you? It's good to see you. It's JoJo. Oh, hey, surfing from my home. How you doing, Lacey? It's nice to see you. Dorn Journey says, when I fly, I calibrate my location just in case I'm drunk and can't find my way home. Oh, gosh. Jojo, you're here, right? If she's here, sweetheart, it's good to see you. I know you, my wife had they had like a kind of like a Christmas party at work today for lunch. So they all went out for lunch, and then they exchanged presents and stuff. So she said at the time she didn't think she was going to get back, but about 10 minutes before this, she said, she'd probably be on the live. So she may be in here. I'm not sure. Desmond's Donders, I'm a kegster. Good, my friend. Everybody, you know what? If you're not a kegster, get over to that Big Keg channel and become a kegster. You won't be disappointed, everybody. I'll be back, Ron. Okay, Stefano. See you later, Stefano. We'll see you in a bit. Gemma, hey Gemma, how are you? It's nice to see you. Okay, I love those smiley faces, buddy. I love them. I know you don't like when I call you buddy. I'll call you mate. Bits of baked sugar comes from sugar cane, and that's a plant. This was basically a vegetable. You know what? I went to a sugar cane farm, or back in the early 70s. We went to Australia when I was a kid with my parents, and I can't remember where we were exactly, but they took us down. I don't even know if they have the sugar cane plantations and stuff in Hawaii as much anymore. I think my dad said the last time they went, he figures that a lot of sugar cane's from like China and stuff now, so he wasn't sure. I think the plantations when they were in Hawaii about 10 years ago or 8 years ago, whatever it was, they didn't have the plantations like they used to. Okay, Steve, we'll see you in a few minutes. Nippon Zone, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Oh, Gemma, it's good to see you too, my friend. It really is. It's sometimes we forget to, when we don't see people. So I apologize. It's no, what happens. The YouTube removes us from things, and then when we see people, we get back to seeing them again. So it is nice to see you, my friend. It really is. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'd really appreciate you coming. I really do. Big K, hit that like button, folks. Thanks, buddy, and Nate. And what I should say, that you're new to the channel, big red subscribe button. You hit that red subscribe. You smash or like the bell, whatever you want, as Manic Bike always says, and you get notifications of live streams. And once in a while when we do put videos up, we were regular before. We're not as much recently, but we'll get back to it. Drone Journey says, thanks for the comment today. I know you said something about it being 2 years to the day, Drone Journey. Thanks for the comment today on the footage. It was made 2 years ago today, so I made a low quality edit with cinematic version. I'm uploading now. Title your channel. Okay, my friend, I'll look forward to it. I just, I can't get enough of the footage. I really can't. And when I talk about the drone channels, the reason I talk about them so much, none of us have ever seen the footage that you're getting. Like we can all, with our cameras and whatever we have with our phones, we can get great footage. But the footage you're getting, like the cinematic footage you're getting from the heights and that, it's incredible, just incredible. Along the river there was just, you could honestly sit there for hours and just, you could honestly just sit there and watch it for hours, my friend. It was amazing looking, but I know you know that as well. Morning, Blue RC. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming. Joseph Girl says, I watched Christmas Vacation last night again. I don't know why. I can never get bored of that movie. I could watch it to the morning, to the night. You know what? That girl in, when Chevy Chase goes to the department store to get his wife Christmas present, and the lovely young woman working behind the counter in her little red outfit. You know the one I'm talking about. Joe, if you're here, I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just talking about a movie. Anyways, I was there scrolling through the credits of that movie one night, and about a week or two ago when we watched it, and it said the girl's name, the girl at the counter, and I couldn't tell you for the life of me what her first name was, but I'm pretty sure at the end it showed her last name. It was either Coppola or Scorsese, something like that. It was either, so she must be either Martin Scorsese or Francis Ford Coppola's one of their relatives in that. But I was surprised at, but anyways, that's a good movie, isn't it? Especially those scenes. Okay, now Joe's gonna me. Anyways, I was just joking around. Big Cake says, burning cane here at the moment, harvest time. Jojo, I like the way you think it fits and bakes. Same with chocolate, comes from a cocoa plant, laugh out loud. Northern Ohio Railroad Action. Good afternoon. How you doing? It's great to see you. Thank you very much for coming. If people don't know Northern Ohio Railroad Action, please go check out their channel. Leave a message on one of their videos so that way they know you're there. You've been there, and they can come and take a look at some of your content as well. It's always a great way to meet new people and meet some new channels, especially if you're not familiar maybe with their content or with their community. It's a great way to check each other out. Drone Journey says it takes hours to film. I can just imagine. I mean, I have no idea. We see it, we think, oh, fantastic, they just took the camera, but I realize it probably does take a million years. Big Cake says, Jeff wants a drone for Christmas. Oh, yeah, if I become a millionaire, okay, maybe that's in the cards, but that's no time soon. I might be able to get a drone from like Walmart or something, for $15 or $20, a plastic one, but that's about all I could afford, my friend. Steve Believe Guitar says, have you ever watched South Park the movie? It's all about jokes between US and Canada. Steve, I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, yeah, I know South Park. I know what it is. I've never actually watched an episode. Unfortunately, I watched the Stupidity stupidity of like Beavis and Butthead years ago. Not I didn't sit and watch it really, but I saw a few episodes of Beavis and Butthead years ago. I wasn't really my extent of cartoon would be. My brother was into The Simpsons. I didn't mind it, but it wasn't my thing. Cartoons to me were like the Flintstones and all that kind of. Maybe somebody calls it garbage, but all the '70s and '80s cartoons when I was a kid. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen them unfortunately. So, B Boston 617. Hey, much love, brother, and at work can't stay long. A big like. Thanks a lot, my friend. I appreciate it. It's nice to see you. Thanks again. Just a girl. Have a wonder day, my friends. Much love. Just a girl. Thanks a lot, my friend. You take care. Okay, we'll talk to you again. Sorry, what did I miss? Desmond Donners. Well, you know what? No, you didn't miss anything, my friend. You didn't miss a thing. Northern Ohio Railroad action? No worries. You know what? Every time anybody comes, I always talk about everybody's channel. Might not talk about maybe somebody's latest video or something, but I'll always talk about the channel and stuff and introduce everybody as they're coming on new channels. All the channels are on. So no worries, my friend. No worries at all. Let's see here. Steve says Beavis. Yeah, I have the T-shirt. Oh gosh. Nordic Blue RC Fire. Oh, Beavis. Shut up. Surfing from home, Lazy Flintstones. That's my jam. Oh my gosh, was it? Yeah. No, I love Fred and Barney. I just loved them. I liked. That's it's what we grow up on, and it's just like the next generation, whatever they grow up. I know our kids watch YouTube, watch everything, video games. It's just a generation, I guess. Fits a Bigs. They're a modern Stone Age family. Just saying. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Desmond Saunders, you're right. When I was a little kid, Tom and Jerry beats Beavis and Butthead any day. Tom and Jerry. Oh my gosh. Tom and Jerry. Does anybody need Desmond Saunders? I don't know if you had Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse was a cartoon when I was a little kid too. I liked Mighty Mouse, Tom and Jerry. Oh my gosh. The Jetsons. Yes, Lacey. The Jetsons. I totally forgot about that. You know what? There was talk years ago in the 80s and 90s. They always said, Chevy Chase did the vacation movies and all that. They always said they were going to make a live action of the Jetsons. And they at the time they put it out there that Chevy Chase, when he was like in his heyday, they always said Chevy Chase was going to be George Jetson. And the Jetsons, I don't think they ever made a movie. They might have. If they did, I'm just not aware of it. But that would be funny. Brickleberry. Steve, I'll have to look into that one, my friend. Yabba dabba doo. Yeah, Desmond Donners. I love it. Surf from my home. My kids' cartoons are so stupid. You know what? I imagine probably my parents thought the same thing of us. But I imagine to the kids probably. And Desmond Donners says, yes, we had Mighty Mouse. Oh gosh, I remember Mighty Mouse. And what was the little mouse? Mighty Mouse, but Undulay. Do you remember there was one that wore like a sombrero, and it wasn't Mighty Mouse. There was Mighty Mouse, but there was another one, and it was like a Mexican style. I can't remember what that one was called, but do you believe Desmond Donners Barney sometimes steals Wi-Fi connection from Jeff? Oh yes, Steve, they do. Oh my God, Mighty Mouse. I forgot about that one. I did too until you got talking about everything, and then you know what? Next thing I know, I'm blundering out a bunch of cartoon names and stuff. Moose Scrapper, hey buddy, how are you? 17 watching and only 13 likes. Smash the like, folks. Moose Scrapper, thanks, my friend. I appreciate it. I'm drinking just self-made coffee in my wife's in her Starbucks. Starbucks, you watching? Starbucks. I don't drink this stuff at all. This is just from like a Keurig or whatever. But yeah, I do not drink Starbucks, and it's just a couple years ago. My wife, she likes the stuff, and she doesn't drink coffee, but she likes all those fancy drinks. And a couple years ago, one of the girls for Christmas, one of the Christmas exchange, put a bunch of like gift certificates and like candy canes and all that kind of stuff and a few things in one of these cups for her. So I don't even know if she drinks from it. I drink my coffee because you get a good load of it. Speedy Gonzalez, Desmond Donners, Moose Scrapper, thank you so much. Yes, Speedy Gonzalez, that's it exactly. Underlay, that's it. Yes, I totally forgot about that. No, Steve, kids are not like you with cartoons. They're not. They are not. I love that. I totally forgot about that. Nippon Zone, great day all. Nippon Zone, if you have to take off, I understand. If you're staying, that's great too. Whatever you have to do. It was good to have you here, my friend. Oh, hey, the Party House Project. Hey, it's good to see you. You know what? It'll be your first time here, I know. So everybody, say hello to the Party House Project. Check them out. You know what? And if you go there, check some of their stuff out. Drop a message on one of their videos. That way they know that you've been there. You know what? Like everybody always says, you know what? People came to my channel, but I don't know it. So how do I go to their channel? So a great way, like everybody always says, just drop them a message. That way they can come and check your stuff out as too. Party House Project, thanks a lot for coming. I really appreciate it. Just set your channel. Party House Project, thanks a lot, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you. But it's nice to see you. It really is. This is my live. I do a Monday to Friday live, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here. You can see we live in a townhouse. It's just from the privacy of my computer in the kitchen and the living room, whichever one you prefer. And then you may see the dog sitting on the couch love seat here. She's pretty quiet. Once in a while, the mailman comes, she'll bark, but she is pretty quiet. It's kind of nice. So usually we're not inundated with anything from her. But Neil Blake Gaming, hey, come in and show us some love. Have a great day, everyone. Neil Blake Gaming, thanks a lot, buddy. You have a good one. Have a good one. Belker TV, hey, good morning, everybody. Belker TV all aboard. Please check out some of my videos, family and friends. Belker TV, it's great to see you. Thank you very much for dropping in. Everybody check out Belker TV. Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate it. Fitz and Bakes, I got to do some work stuff. I'll be back in a while. If not, have a good day. Fitz and Bakes, you too, my friend. Thank you very much for dropping in as usual. You have a good one. If you're back, great. If not, we'll see you again, okay? Thanks again, my friend. Good. Steve says, yeah, I don't want to be the guy that says, when I was your age, I had an amazing cartoon, you know, stuff that was better. I mean, the core, they had a moral. No, exactly, Steve. You know what? It's funny. You know, you can think, you know, I'm never going to turn into my we never think we're going to turn into our parents. But you know what? You get to a certain point. It's probably about late 30s or so, and you don't even see it coming. Kind of the end of your 30s, mid 30s, end of your 30s, it starts. It's a slow, and you don't see it at first. You don't see it. Everybody else sees it. You don't see it. And then all of a sudden you hit your 40s, and then it's like you're right into that zone. It doesn't matter. Everything you say is parental. Priscilla Nilla, how are you, my friend? It's good to see you. Thank you very much for coming. Now I want a coffee. Moose Scrapper. If I could send you Tim Hortons, I would, but I don't have it. I'm not going to Tim Hortons for a live. So it's just it's like Keurig stuff. It's not a Keurig, but it's a Keurig machine. But it's enough. We have like a little filter it comes with. You pop in your coffee. I don't drink much of it, so I have like usually 1 or 2 coffees a day. I put as much as I need, throw it in there. 2 minutes is ready. It's great because all I ever used to do is make a pot. I usually drink it, and then I started toning it down, and then I'd have 1 cup and end up throwing the rest of it out. So yeah, my wife bought a Keurig, and it seems to work, and it saves on coffee. Northern Ohio Railroad action, gotta run and do the errands, and we'll look forward to watching tomorrow's live stream and more of your content. Northern Ohio Railroad action. Nice to see you. You have a good one. We'll catch you again, okay, my friend? Thanks very much for dropping in. So everybody, you might not be able to see it, but see where my finger's pointing right now to that little red, white, black, and green fellow with the. That's Ethan. I'm not actually Ethan, but my wife was going through. She started doing. She makes dog toys. I think I was telling you about that. So let's see. She makes these kind of things. She puts them together at night. She'll be sitting on the couch. She makes them up for the dog and stuff. And she gives them away for like some of the girls at work and just some family. That's all. It's not a. But yeah, she does this. So what she does is she takes old clothes. She has a bag full of old shirts and T-shirts and clothing and that. And what she'll do is she winds them up and stuff and puts them all together. I don't know exactly, but they're like things you buy at the pet store for the dog. They gnaw on them, they pull them, but it's almost impossible to get them ripped apart. But they seem to last a long time. So she does them on the couch at night when I'm watching TV and talking to her. And where was I going with this story? So yeah, she was going through some stuff, and she was going through some. Actually, you know what she did a couple years ago after my dad passed away? My mom had given some shirts and sweatshirts and all that kind of stuff to my dad's. And what she did is she put like a carpet, a floor carpet that you'd put out on like beside your bed and that when you get out of bed to step on in the morning. So she made one of these for my mom, and she made them all out of my dad's old clothes and stuff. She made like ringlets of everything, and she made a nice little carpet, floor carpet, foot carpet, I guess. And she gave it to my mom for her birthday or Christmas, and it was all sentimental to her because it was stuff of my dad. She couldn't believe that she did it, but she likes all that, the crafty stuff. My wife loves all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, but last night she was going through some Christmas stuff, and this is about 4 or 5, 6 years ago, and Ethan, she made up like Ethan's into this Elf on the Shelf stuff, so Joey cut out and made a little dancing elf guy, and the face is actually Ethan's face, so it's kind of humorous. Let's see here. I'm probably a little behind in the chat, everybody. No, I think I'm caught up. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's a good day today, everybody. Thanks very much for coming. I know, it's, what is it, Wednesday? But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day. As you can see, I didn't know what to call today's live, so I said True Friendship. You know what? Just to say thanks to, it's not really saying thanks, but thanks everybody for coming and stuff, and actually being, I know it's just on the internet, but I really do appreciate it. I honestly do. So that's all I did. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Much appreciated. Steve says, Priscilla, I'm super, just had dinner and a Nutella sandwich, not getting kids to bed. That's right, everybody. It's as Ask Questions always says, it's minutes o'clock. It's time to make things happen. It's time for Steve to make things happen. It's time for him to get his kids to bed. He'll be back, but it's time for him to get his kids to bed for now. Distant Thunders. I was about to ask why Ethan was hanging on the cupboard. Yeah, no, he came down and Joe's been doing. Actually, I better be quiet just in case Ethan watches this. Elf on the Shelf comes, and when Elf on the Shelf comes every day, Elf on the Shelf does something. And when Ethan wakes up, he goes around the house looking to see what Elf on the Shelf did. And when he comes down this morning, he sees this, and he takes about 3 or 4 looks at it. Like, that's not an Elf on the Shelf. What's that doing up there? And how did I? He totally forgot about it because he was a little kid. He's 10, so he kind of forgot. Big K goes, look, squirrel. K goes, elf. Okay, now we're there. Laugh out loud. Nordic Blue RC squirrel. Where? Yeah, can you imagine? You know what? With my ex-wife, about 16, 17 years ago, we had a house at the other end of the city, and I remember it was like winter time or around Christmas, and maybe it was about 14, 15 years ago, because Jenna was just a baby, and she was sitting. We had a fireplace in the front room, like in the living room, and she was sitting there. And she'd always look. It had a glass, and thank goodness, and it was encased and stuff, so you couldn't actually. You had to open it, so there's no way she was going to get in there. It was secure. Nothing was getting in and out. So she sat there and she kept tapping on the glass for like half an hour. Couldn't figure what. Thought she was just playing around. Anyways, we go into the fireplace, look, and in the fireplace, looking back at her, is a squirrel. And of course, the flume or whatever it's called had opened. We just moved into the place at the time, and the flume, we hadn't used the fireplace yet, and the flume or flune or whatever it's called, it must have been broke, so it had been open. So of course, Mr. Squirrel's able to go up and down through the chimney and stuff. And in my head, I'm like, this thing, it can't get out. But how? It's either gonna sit there, but it was making like a loud screeching sound, like a crying. But how are we ever gonna get this bloody thing out of here? So I remember this was like Chevy Chase-ish. I got dressed I had a snowmobile outfit, like a full gear, helmet, everything. I got all decked out. I had everything. I was afraid of this darn squirrel. I thought, how am I going to get a squirrel out of the house? So I went in, I closed the kitchen off, closed all the bedroom doors. And so everything, the only thing now is the living room and the hallway into the bedrooms, but everything was closed, so I couldn't get there. I thought, how are we going to get this bloody thing out? My dad and my uncle were there. We were doing stuff in the backyard together. I think we were building a shed or something. And my uncle says, there's only one way out. And I said, what do you mean there's only one way out? We take everybody out of the house. We open the fireplace. and we open the front door to the house and leave. So we all went, and you know what? We sat outside for about an hour. And I guess we could have run around. I tried to do the running around, but the thing was going crazy. The squirrel was going ballistic. It was running bing, bing, bing like this all over the room. I was getting kind of panicky. I didn't want this darn thing jumping on me. So needless to say, I left, and he says, "Get out of the house. Just come outside, sit with me for a few minutes." So we went out. Everybody was in the backyard. Him and I sat out there for a bloody hour, literally an hour. And then it was almost an hour to the minute. And this bloody little squirrel comes sauntering out. Literally, it took that hour, and he just sauntered out, and then he went into a tree, and off he went. But the area we lived in, I think our backyard must have had about 100 trees around it, like pine trees and stuff. It was like a fortress, bloody fortress. So, anyways, we got the thing out, and I thought, how are we going to stop this until we get the fireplace fixed? So him and I went up top of the roof on the chimney, and we put this like mesh. He made this like mesh covering. I don't know what it exactly was. Covered it on the top of the chimney, and we never had any issues. The only other time was we heard we thought it was a squirrel in the attic, and it wasn't a squirrel. A raccoon had got in through the roof at some point, a baby raccoon, and so and the guy that it was going to cost hundreds of dollars to get the animal guys to come out and get rid of it. I thought, I'm not paying that. I'm going to do it myself. So stupid me got in the gear again, and I went up in the attic, and that was like Chevy Chase completely. I had like the squirrel jumping at me, like not the squirrel had this stupid raccoon jumping at me. I thought I was going to have a panic attack, and it was uh, conveniently the raccoon uh, took a nosedive with something, and I was able to get it out. But yeah, that's my funny experience. But you would have had to see it dressed up, literally like a complete moron, complete idiot. I was dressed up with this snowmobile suit on with a face mask, and I had gloves. I had like 3 pairs of gloves on because I was. If you get bit by these things, you know, if they're rabid, you're pretty much toast. Anyways, no more stupid stories. That's it. Oh, well, at least not for now. I guess I better get caught up in the chat. I've ruined everybody's afternoon here by going on like a mile a minute as usual. Steve says, "Do you have a Christmas tree?" No. Squirrel. No Christmas tree. And Steve, where you actually, my wife says she may put one like on either the coffee table here or pathetic. We do not use our kitchen table. We use it when people come over for dinner, but my wife and I and the kids will sit in the living room, watch TV at the coffee table. I know it's horrible. We've done that for years. It's just, you know, the convenient, whatever. We're not like Leave It to Beaver or whatever. It's literally in the living room. We eat. HVAC James on the job and more. Hey, how are you doing? It's great to see you. Thank you very much. Mama's Tea barbecue sauce. I think I might have missed a few people, and I'm sorry if I have. You know me, I start rambling on, and you know what? I throw the chat right out the window, it seems. There we are. Ask questions, try stuff. Hey, buddy, how are you? You know what? You were doing a great job last night. You know what? I know what you were talking about last night. Talking to that gentleman that was on there with you, and what you put in the chat, my friend. You were 100% right. That those people don't come to this chat anymore because pretty much, yeah, they don't. The people that you're talking to in the chat at some point near the end, they don't come here anymore, and anyways, I'm not going to say anymore, but you were 100% right with what you were talking about, my friend. 100% right. Mama T's barbecue sauce, R series. Hello there from the Netherlands. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Pond and more, Sebastian, buddy. How you doing? It's good to see you. Let me see here. Suresh. Saying this little stool pigeon has visited. Yeah. It's Ethan up on the. It's a picture of Ethan's face, and Joe put that up last night. Keg says Jeff Hungham asks questions. Yeah, Keg. Yeah. Oh gosh. Turtle Creativity. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thanks very much for coming. And Steve says, "Yep, I'm about to put the kids to bed. Just did the dishes." Okay, Steve. We'll see you in a tiny bit. Last question says, Big Keg off a lot. I don't think that works successfully. Check YouTube for Studio C Elf on the Shelf gone wrong. That video explains all. Ask questions, buddy. I'm going to have to take a look at that one. Suresh, yes, a little busy, wasn't I, today? Steve, okay, we'll see in a tiny bit. GNC No Limit TV, hey, how are you? It's good to see you. It's nice to see you. It's morning, Jeff. Yeah, I know, Keg. You don't need to hear those horrible stories this early, don't you? But Keg, like I always say, you know what? If I get up at like 4 or 5 in the morning to go to the washroom, you know, I'm always going back to bed. But the first thing I always think of when I'm heading to bed, I'm like, you know what? When we're on and Keg comes on in the afternoon, it's the same time as like 4 or 5 in the morning for Keg. I have no idea how you could listen to me at 5 in the morning, buddy. I couldn't listen to myself. I look at myself in the mirror at that time and I'm done. Modern Day Family Man. Hey, Eric, how are you? It's good to see you. Eric, you know what? Dad's den reviews last night. You and Min Dad. That was a great. He had a great show last night. You know what? He's the three you fellas. I can't say enough about you three fellas. You know what? You fellas all have a great channel. And you know what? Joe likes all of you as well. Oh, the Lady Vamp. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you, Lady Vamp. Just running in to show some support and give thumbs up. Lady Vamp, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Oh, hey, Fantastic. Fantastic is my friend. Yeah, well, yes, she's my friend. Fantastic is my wife, JoJo's friend. So everybody say hi to Fantastic. It's nice to see you, Ann. Thanks very much for dropping in. I appreciate it. Hope you ladies had fun today at lunch. I hope you had a good luncheon and stuff. Joe says she had a good time and that she was so looking forward to time with everybody. Jeff, your thumbnail just popped up. Did it? Okay. Is it that goofy one with my mouth open? It says take a picture, and I'm like that, and you know, it took the photo. I think Joe, we're gonna have to get maybe some thumbnails up for this week, and we can pop them in for the live shows. So I think one or two of them were pretty good. The Mondays was good, but maybe yesterday and today's we can get a new thumbnail. Once we get off here, I'll be able to put them up on that later today. Where are we here? Ask question says, when I was a kid, eating in the living room with those card tables was one of my life goals. Yeah, you know what's so funny? Ask questions. My parents never allowed it. I think the only time I was allowed to eat like either on the couch or downstairs or anywhere that wasn't the kitchen when I was a kid was when my grandparents babysat us and stuff. Other than that, my mother would have had a fit and she saw us. I mean, the only time literally when we eat at the table is when she comes over. We have family and friends and that over. Beyond that, we don't even use the table. I tell you, sometimes see it piled up. We literally cook in here and then eat out at the coffee table. But kids are used to it. And you know what? Honestly, they just want to go up to the room and play games or whatever they want to do. Let's see here. Oh, Modern Day Family Man. Eric, love the elf on the background. Yeah, that's Ethan actually. That's her son. Joe made that a few years ago. It's like the elf on the shelf. You remember the dancing elves and that? Uh, she made one of those and she took a photo of his face, and the face is actually Ethan's head. If you can believe it. I wish I could show you closer, but I can't with this. Cole Outdoors, how you doing? It's great to see you. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. 15 people in the room, 22 thumbs up. Everybody, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Fantastic. The in-laws just got a coffee table in their living room that converts to a dining table. It's goals for sure. Really, that's pretty awesome. That is pretty cool, man. Jojo G says the elf in the background is Ethan Laugh Out Loud, who needs Elf on the Shelf when you can have Ethan on the cupboard. Exactly. And Joe, we didn't talk about Elf on the Shelf or anything other than Elf on the Shelf comes, because you never know if Ethan watches this, and you know what I'm talking about. It's like Santa, Elf on the Shelf. There's no comments on anything other than Elf on the Shelf and Santa come, and that's it. Just in case he ever watches. Fantastic. Elf yourself. Exactly. Fantastic says, include the pic in your next vlog. You know what? And we will. Maybe you know what you can do tonight, Joe? Maybe you can take a picture of it. Sorry if the chair is squeaking here. Maybe we can take a picture and put it on Instagram as one of the daily. That's a Joe. How about we do that? We put it on Instagram. Ethan Elf on the Shelf on Instagram. That sound good? Joe, are you still here? You're still here. Okay. So anyway, what's every? Oh gosh, we're 40 minutes in already. How'd that happen? So how's everybody's day doing? I know it's Wednesday. Everybody having a good day so far? It's we were supposed to go pick up our daughter after school and that, and she was supposed to go into the dentist. She she's 15 and she's about to get what do you call it, braces, and so we have to take her to the dentist where there's a orthodontist, and I guess they're gonna give her like a consultation just to make sure everything's ready, and then she's probably next year she'll get braces. We figure, you know what, she'll be turning 16, and the dental coverage for us goes till they're 18. So if we can get everything done in the next 2 years, pretty much most of it will be covered and stuff. So that'll be pretty nice in that. But yeah, she wants braces. I don't know if she knows what it entails. Not that it's much, but I mean, I had them when I was a kid, teenager. So anyway, she wants them, I guess. Oh yeah, Jojo says your thumbnail for today will be a picture of Elf Ethan. Okay, Jill, sounds good. Good. So whenever Jill gets that, if it's later tonight, we'll just switch it up. So it might not be till later tonight. You might see my goofy face with my like that for a few hours. But ask questions says your parents who don't do the shelf elf, but do those fun what happened last night things with dinosaurs. They also do it all year long. Never let wonder die. 21090 Bruin. Hey, how you doing? Cheers, everybody. Todd, it's good to see you. I know. What time are you going live tonight? What time's your live tonight, Todd? 21090 Brewing. Do go live. I'm just asking. They're doing a live tonight, and I think your guest tonight, Todd, will be Michael Fire. Is that right? He was talking about it this morning that he's going to be on your live tonight. So if you let us know, we can everybody can find out when you're going live tonight, Todd. 21090 Brewing, everybody. Suresh, Idiot of the Day. I want to see that elf. You will, Suresh. Once Joe gets home or she has a picture, she'll make a little thumbnail, and we'll put it as the thumbnail. So if you check back either later or tomorrow, this the live stream here, the thumbnail will be a picture of Ethan and that on the elf. So you'll see it perfect. It'll be a lot better than right now. Oh, hey, Recycle Dude. Eric, how you doing, my friend? It's nice to see you. Everybody check out Recycle Dude. It's nice to see you, my friend. Great to see you. Thank you. 21090 Bruin. We're going live at 8:30 Eastern. Guest, in fact, is Michael Fire Jr. Okay, should be a blast. Yeah, I'm sure it will be. We'll look forward to it, my friend Todd. We'll look forward. We'll take a look when it comes on tonight. We definitely will. Fantastic. Joe's got homework, and I'll tell you, I do these. Do a lot of filming for our videos and that. So as does Joe. Don't get me wrong on that, but Joe does all the editing. Anything gets put together in videos and that's Joe. All the thumbnails, everything like that, that's Joe too. I'm just the goofball that gets up here and talks and stuff. That's all. I'm the puppet on the string, everybody. That's what I am. Oh gosh, and the bullfrog says is it the bullfrog 7? Uncle Al. Everybody knows him. He always made jokes when he'd come on. I need a sock puppet. He sometimes gets a Uncle Al sock puppet. He always said that's what I need as a sidekick with me. Suresh, it will be cool. Yeah, we'll look forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I see the real thing, and yet you can see it in the background. It's just not as close, and I can't literally. I guess I could take this off, couldn't I? You know what? We'll go for the thumbnail. If I do that, the camera's going to go all wonky for a bit. You'll get that within a few hours, everybody. Let's see here. Jojo says the 21090 Brewing. Awesome. I've been waiting for that stream. We'll be there, Todd. Yeah, no, we will, Joe. We'll definitely check out 21090 Brewing tonight. We always like their live and that. My wife really is impressed with your channel, Todd. She really is. Now, my wife doesn't drink, but that doesn't matter. My wife is here to show support for people, and that's why she comes on, and show her love for me as well. So, ask questions, try stuff. For a while, I did some of those things with my sidekick's favorite stuffed animal. I've got photos of that stuff. Drinking Dr. Pepper with evidence of eating all Halloween candy helping my study. Oh gosh, I love it. And 21090 brings says, totally understand, Desmond's. I'm doing an impromptu brew live stream on Friday at 10 Eastern. Okay, well that's good to know too, Todd. Um, hey, Gil Skills. Hey, Bob, how are you? Good to see everybody. It's great to see you. That's what she said. No, Bob. No more. That's what she said. Jokes from me. Hey, that's guess that's enough for me. 21090 bring. Okay, thanks so much, Jojo. We'll really appreciate the support. I think it will be a fun night going to try to find some things we're all we all may not know about Michael. That's good, Todd. We'll look forward to that, my friend. We will. Hello, Bob. Good to see you. It's great that I'm reading everybody's chat now, aren't I? Oh, yeah. Fantastic. She drinks all day at work. Of course, that's why she doesn't drink at home. I understand now. I get it now, Joe. You're full when you get home. That's the whole thing. How do you recycle, dude? Gil Skills, you know what? Great to see you guys. It's wonderful. Steve's kids in bed now? Yes. Well, he's getting them to bed, Joe. So he may be back in a few minutes. But you know, sometimes that can take a bit. So he's a busy man right now. Gil Skills, this laugh my ass off starting already. Laugh out loud. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say it again, but you know, I think I wore that out in a big way. Hero Creativity, how you doing? It's good to see you. Let's see here. Oh, Steve's back. Yep. Says they gave me a headache in 30 seconds. Laugh. Please uh, tell me that it gets better when they grow up. It does. Then they don't want to talk to you anymore, Steve. No, we're not going through that with Ethan. We went for a couple of years. Jenna's going to be 16 in a few months, and this last 6 months has been like a charm. For a few years before that, it wasn't a charm. They go from being tiny little kids to getting close to the teenage years where it's like they go from being a little kid to being, I don't want to even know that you exist. They don't come around you. They stay in their room. They go to their friends. They don't want to have anything to do with you. And then as they get older, then also now they want you to drive them places and do this. You know, once they get their license, I'm sure things will change. But yeah, she's. I think they get older, so they want a little bit. They still want their freedom, but they want to be included with a few more things. So it does get better, Steve. But us, it's just gradually starting. Oh, Joe says it gets worse. No, it doesn't, Joe. It gets better. I had to run away, Steve. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. AU Meal. Ask questions. Hello, AU Meal. It's good to see you. I was saying to Gil Skills, AU Meal, I won't have any more of this. What she said jokes. I think I may have run them. I run them dry yet last night. I think. You know what? Ask questions. I didn't know till after I was off everything last night that you changed your name. Because you know what? I always go ask questions, try it. And then Joe says, "It's not that. Read it. What's wrong with you?" And I said, "What do you mean? It's ask questions." Anyways, you know what? Joe's the one that had to tell me, ask questions, try stuff. I see you changed the ending portion of the name of the channel. That's all. It sounds great, buddy. It sounds good. Let's see here. Hey, Joy Stewart, how you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Where are we? Desmond's Donder says you need a license for kids. Exactly, because you know what, nowadays, you know what, they're always just going to say, you know what, if you do this, I'm going to call I remember when I think Jenna was just a little kid. She always, you know, she's with her mom, and then she's with us, always with us Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So she was just a little kid. She was coming over, and you know, she learned this at school. She says, she turns to us, and she didn't like, you know, we're trying to get her to go to bed, so we're saying, okay, it's nighttime. It's you know, we used to go in, read her a story, and then put her to bed. That was it. And when she was little, we had to actually, one of us, we'd have to lay down with her or sit beside her and help her get to sleep. She wouldn't, I think she had a hard time going back and forth to the houses. So that took a long time. It seemed to take forever. And then it got to the point, you know, she was learning this in school. You know, the teachers tell them they don't have to do this. They don't, because you know they're the ones that were with them all the time. They're with them a few hours a day, but then they know. I mean, you know, the teachers are right in a certain aspect if there's something going on at home or something. But you know, the kids, you know, they all go through this, especially nowadays. They come home, well, they don't like something. Oh, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I remember Joe turning to her and going grabbing the phone. She says, okay, give me the phone. I'll dial it for you. And she just sat there and looked at Joe like, what? She says, and guess what happens when you call them and then you have to explain? And she goes, the deadpan look on her face, like you called her out on it. But they're kids. They think that they know, even at a young age, they think they know everything. But that changed real quick, because then 5 minutes later they want something. Oh, will you do this for me? Will you do this, or will you buy me a Barbie or whatever? But yeah. Joe, lick the bell. Yeah, no, not you, Joe, but yes, Desmond's daughters. The worst phrase they learn, my teacher says. Exactly. I mean, it's good in the sense of what they're learning in school. The teacher said this in math or history or geography, whatever. That's fine. But the teacher does not need to be the parent. In no way are they the parent. They're there for a few hours a day. They're not the babysitter. I realize that they're there to educate our kids, but they're definitely not there. In one sense, in that one sense, they are. It is a good thing, especially if things are going wrong. We all know the kids, unfortunately, that don't have a good home life. In that sense, it is good, because maybe they just don't know, and if something is going, they definitely need to call somebody or let somebody know, because maybe they think that's just a normal occurrence. So that definitely is. But the majority where home life is home life. Uh, I want to say leave it at the door, but I guess they have a job to do as well. Fantastic. No mercy for the kids in your house. No, Ann, not at all. Oh gosh. Aya Pacnell says, I heard you had a lot of drama in Scotland yesterday. Aya Pacnell, what happened? Desmond Saunders, what's going on? I might have missed that. Is that with the Brexit and that? I don't know if Aya Pacnell, if that's what you're talking about, or what's going on. Fits it back. Fits it bakes. I'm back. Good to see you, buddy. It's we've had some parenting talk here about the kids and stuff. It's probably good that you left for that horrible time. Anyways, Fish Keep in Jamaica. Hey guys, remember to hit that like button. Thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate it. I mean, we have 19 people in the room, 31 or whatever likes, thumbs up. That's awesome. Thanks very much. And next question says, Desmond's daughters, followed by the phrase, but the internet says exactly. Oh yeah, exactly, because the internet tells us all. The internet is God, aren't they? Well, let's see here. You packed mill. The MP took the mace. You know what? I'm missing a story. You packed mill. I'll have to look into it. And Desmond's daughter says, "Tell me more, you packed mill. I don't watch the news." That's my problem, Desmond's daughters. I see it. My news, unfortunately, I used to watch Sky News. I like Sky News better. I find that on the phone, I'll get the app up and I'll watch CNN. It's just the headline. It's headline news, pretty much. It's not telling us the whole story. It's just giving us blah 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 blah, a little couple blurbs. But on here, I like to watch Sky News. I can pick up Sky News, and I do like that. It's a little more informative. It doesn't have the, it's not specific. It's telling a little more worldly news and stuff. It tells all the same thing, but there's a little bit more of a, I don't want to say truth, but there's a little more. It's not going specific to us. Anyways, Bruiser613. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks very much for coming. Desmond Stoner says, "Oh, that was the Westminster government. An opposition MP picked up the mace after the Prime Minister delayed the Brexit vote." Okay. I understand. Oh, okay. The internet says the Earth is flat. Thanks very much, my friend. I appreciate it. The internet does tell us a lot, don't they? They don't tell us the truth, but they tell us they tell us exactly what they want us to hear. Suresh says kids should be disciplined before they're grown up. They should, to a certain point, yes. They definitely need some rules and boundaries, that's for sure. It's a Bake says, typing up my 2 weeks now. What? I'm just reading into that, my friend. I think I know what you're talking about, but I may be just reading this I don't know. Steve says, I used to play the Sky Weather music laugh a lot. Did you really? Are you serious? I'd have to listen to that. No, I used to, the weather. I love when they show us the weather, and it looks like it's snowing, and then they show us all the. See over here, they show us some of North America weather and that, but we don't see the. I mean, if you watch certain sets of news, you might see worldly news, like the weather and that, but basically you don't. But on Sky, you do. You see like Britain, the UK. You see the rest of Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, North America, South America. You see everything. But I love it because they show you the remote areas. They're not just showing you, like New York, L.A., London, Copenhagen. They're not showing you the major. They're showing you other places as well. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Gilskis says the internet is pure truth. It is, Bob. Why? Come on now. All of the greatest jokes are off. Anyways, I will not go on to those jokes. Joy says the internet says I have already won $1 million, Big Keg. Well, you know what, Keg is in the future, so if you have, he'll let you know. Fish Keep in Jamaica. How's the weather? Well, it's gray and overcast. How's that? It's been gray here for weeks now. Fish Keep in Jamaica. It's cold, damp, and wet. It's just gray out. I find it like lifeless without the sun, as everybody says, without that vitamin D. It becomes like at least once a week I get that like depressing feeling. Like it bums you out. You just want to get out of that feeling. You're like, and it's funny, even if it's minus whatever, if the sun's out, that sun, it can make you feel like $1 million. I really don't know how I know people that live out in like Vancouver. It rains there every day. I couldn't do it. I think I'd have be taking meds or something if I was dealing with that. I couldn't. I'm not a big fan of the rain. I do not enjoy the rain. But a lot of the people that I know out there, they say it rains for a bit. It doesn't rain constantly, but it rains. So yeah, the rainy days I can take once in a blue moon, but I don't think I can do it every day. Oh, Keg. Of course, Gillen, I'm the Queen of Mars. Well, you know what? What's that? What's it? Is it Priscilla, Queen of the Desert? Keg? What is that? The movie from? You remember that years ago? Like 15, 20 years ago, they had that Australian. Is it Australian or a New Zealand movie? Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I think. What's that fella's name? He was in Memento. Guy. He's an Australian actor. Guy Pearce. Wasn't he in that? Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I'm pretty sure he was. That was a different movie. And ask questions, try stuff. Says Keg, laugh a lot. Yep, those flat Earth people with their members all over the globe. You know it. Steve says, I am amazed by the fact that you have 10 Celsius there. We had 3 here. Well, you know what? Is it 10 really? Because it was when I picked Joe up or dropped her off. Not picked her up when I dropped her off. It was -1. Maybe it is now, Steve. I haven't checked the temperature in a few hours, so it may have. It may be warm out there now. I really don't know. Steve says, "Shaved this summer and it was cool." Do you mean your face or your head, Steve? This just started this last year, Steve. I had. If you ever go to Instagram or Twitter, you'll see me with hair. Like last year, I had hair. Not a ton of it, but I had hair. I had like a little flat top, like hair on top and short on the sides and back. I had that for years. I always had that. But the last year or two, it started thinning a little bit, just not as thick up there. And as it grows in, I just don't like the look of it. I'd rather have this. So when I started shaving my head I started shaving it about last January. So almost a year now. And when I did, I went out and did the straight rate, the safety razors or whatever. I went and bought these, I went online, Amazon, bought these 50 packs of different style blades and these Merc, I think they're a German company or something, like safety razor and stuff. I went out, I was like on YouTube. That's what I was doing on YouTube at the beginning before I was looking at all this stuff. I was checking out safety razors, how to shave your head and all that BS. And I did the whole, should I get a Merc? Should I get such and such? What's the best razor? And I ended up, I think I paid like $100 for this goofy German razor. It's a nice one, but I mean, it's just a razor. You take the blades out, put the safety blades in. I would shave my head every 2 or 3 days. It was nice and shiny all the time. And then, slowly I went to about 3 times a week, and then I went to 2 times, and now I'm down to one. I shave every Saturday. That's it. I can't be bothered. I don't care what it looks like all week. Saturday, my wife's like, you need to shave and shave on top here. Random Lady, 1989. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Shell the Great. Rachel, it's good to see you. You look good. Rachel, you know what? It's just, you know what? Joel likes it. Nobody else in the family, everybody doesn't like it except my wife. And you know what? I like it. It's simple. I don't ever have to go to the barber anymore. I get some shaving cream. It's cheap. Boom, off it comes, and it's quick. Well, it's not quick. It takes a long time to shave. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm now good that I don't need the mirrors and that. I can do it all. And I made a joke one time when I first started here. That's what when I first started, my videos were, I was on rants that I was gonna, the idiot of the day name. I was pretty much gonna go out, get a video camera, a dashboard camera, and go out and just film everybody that was being a moron out there. And I was just gonna show their cars and show everything they did. That's all this station was gonna be. That's all I was gonna do. And then I thought, I'll do a video on. I see these guys shaving their head. I'll make a video on shaving your head. And my wife's like, no, don't do that. And then I changed it up, and about a month later, then started doing lives and put videos out, and last a little bit been slowing down on that. But where are we? Claude/Jessica, how you doing? It's nice to see you. My gosh, we have 24 people in the room, 35 thumbs up. Thanks very much. Big Cake says, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, the best acting yet. I can totally see you dressed like that, Cake. I totally see it, my friend. And Todd says, have to run, have a meeting. See you later, 8:30 tonight, Todd. We'll catch you later, buddy. Have a good one. Oh, so you saw it on Instagram, did you, Steve? Okay. Yeah, if you see it on Instagram, you've seen with some hair. And on Twitter, it's not Idiot of the Day. Actually, if you go to the YouTube homepage, at the bottom, in the bottom right where the subscribe and everything is, it shows you different social programs and that, social network programs. I have Twitter and Instagram. And Twitter doesn't have, it's not called Idiot of the Day. It's just JWheels5150, just because I hadn't created a YouTube channel when I created Twitter. So I didn't even think of it. Joe always says I should create an Idiot of the Day. So it's more centralized towards this channel. But for now, it's good enough. I mean, pretty much everybody on my Twitter is everybody that's on YouTube as well. So, but yeah, you'd see pictures of, oops, sorry, hit the keyboard again. You'd see pictures of myself and my family, and on that I have hair completely. So it was enough talk about my goofy hair. There's nothing to it anymore. Steve says, do you have any advice to use the blades? I usually do that in the shower. Do you use the same stuff for the beard? Yeah. Oh, Steve, I used to use like Gillette Fusions, because I got 5 blades for my face. That was it. Take it off in seconds for the face. But the head, I was just using the safety blades. And the safety blades on Amazon, they have different packs and stuff. And and I've been using them. I don't use them anymore. I just went to the Gillette Fusion, and I find that it's a nice clean shave, and I don't cut myself. That seems to be the best way. But Merkur razor blades, they have some. They're okay. I find the best ones for myself. The best ones were I've called Astra, ASTRA. Those for me were the best. And Bluebird razor blades and Astra razor blades. Those were the 2 best I found. But I mean, there's different ones out there. You can get Derby, you can get a million other ones, the Japanese ones. But those are the best ones I found. Thanks, Keg. I appreciate it. I'm a little late in the chat, so I appreciate being on top of things. I appreciate it. You know me, I get ranting and I forget to look at the chat sometimes. So, Keg, thanks very much, my friend. I really appreciate more than anything. If we can always. I don't know what they put, but if it needs to be totally removed, it can be totally removed as well. Society XTV, how you doing? It's good to see you. Ask questions. A friend who swears by the palm style head blaze. They give better shave with that. They may. I was thinking I've heard of the one that does. I haven't never used it, but I quit using the safety ones. And I'm just back to the Gillette Fusion ones. They have the 5 blades, and you know they don't even seem to touch your head. It seems like they just remove everything in it. It's a nice clean one. Okay, I love it. He says I shave and it's back 6 hours later. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, buddy. My face, I don't know. I can shave, and then the next day, by about 7, 8 o'clock at night, I don't have dark hair, but it's now kind of white, like silvery white, and it starts to shine up quick. I'm like, you gotta be kidding! If I had dark hair, I'd have like a shadow for sure by like 8 or 10 hours later. Fitzabakes, one of my college teachers had a massive heart attack yesterday, and he's sedated, but they are bringing him out of in about an hour. If you all don't mind, could you keep him in your prayers? Oh, definitely we will. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. I don't, I goof around on the channel here with everybody, but we don't like hearing, we don't like hearing these things. It's horrible to have to go through that. So our prayers are with you, my friend. When I say it's horrible, I don't mean that it's horrible you brought it up. I feel for you, my friend. I really do. So definitely, we'll definitely think about him, my friend. I hope all goes well for him. I really do, and I'm sure everybody here. You know what? If you could take a minute just to think about it, Fitz Bakes, one of his college teachers, for sure, in your thoughts and stuff. Because none of us want, we're all adults and stuff. None of us want anything to truly happen to anybody. That's for sure. So all the best for him, my friend. All the best. Budget Bushcraft, how you doing? Still a little sick, but feeling better today. I'm glad of that, my friend. Hope you are on the mend. The cutting board, how you doing? It's nice to see you. Simply Clam, how are you? It's nice to see you. Where are we here? Sorry, everybody. I missed something here. Oh, everybody here, Skills. I finally ordered my Blue Yeti mic today, Jeff. I can't wait to get it now. Do you order through like Amazon or something like that, Gills? Bob, do you know how long it's going to take? Will it be here by the end of the week or next week for you? I hope so. Anyways, when you get it, you have to let us know. I'm sure we'll hear it for sure, but you have to let us know how it works out for you, my friend. Cutting board, it's nice to see you. Trophy Dad, can't stay, buddy. Just stopping by to say hello. Well, I understand, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever time it is there for you. Well, yeah, you're down in Michigan, so it's the same time. But it's good to see you, my friend. Thanks very much for dropping in. Desmond's Daughters. What's the shave thing everybody's talking about? Desmond's Daughters. I know. Sometimes when you start talking about stuff, maybe you should drop it. I probably should have dropped it after about 5 seconds. But you know me. What I can never do that, can I? Big Keg. Shaving my back is difficult, though. Okay, that's it's funny, isn't it? Isn't it funny how when you're younger, you never have any hair. In my 20s, I had a few. What I thought was what I needed, just in the right spots. Hardly just a dusting, right? And none here or anything anywhere else. But as it leaves here, Keg, it start to get more here, and then you start to get some here. It's like, where did all this come from? Yeah, no, it's not a good sight. Yeah. No, I understand, Keg. I do understand. That's hilarious. Budget Bushcraft says to Keg, I just use a wall trimmer. It's closet setting. I have no lips, so I need the stubble. Oh gosh, buddy, I love it. You know what? Before I started doing this budget, I used I have a wall upstairs. It's called balding clipper, and it goes down as almost like a couple days growth. It doesn't get you right bald, but it gets you as close as possible, and I like that. And then one day I said, let's try put shaving cream on, and I did that, and I've been doing it ever since, because now I just do it, and then I don't have to do it for another week. And Steve says, Desmond's Daughters, I don't know how that all started. Laugh out loud. Was it about getting a haircut or shaving or something, Steve? I don't know if it was that or... Trophy Dad, don't forget to lick the smash button. You got that right, buddy. You got that right. It's great to see you, buddy. Joe, Trophy Dad saying Merry Christmas to you. Steve says, Jojo, today I was thinking about, but ask this. I'm curious, and if you don't mind, what's your job, Steve? Joe's job. She's a claims examiner for an insurance company, one of the big insurance companies out in the States. So she does. Anyways, Joe can explain it a bit better than that. But yeah, she works for an insurance company, and they do claims for some of the big companies and stuff. Okay, Michelle the Great, I got to get back to work. Have a good day, everybody. Rachel, you have a nice day too. I'm sorry I rambled on. You know me, it doesn't take me much to do it. It was nice to see you, my friend. Have a good day, my friend. Budget. My hair's growing inwards and coming out my ears now. Exactly. It comes out exactly where you don't want it, doesn't it? Ask questions, Steve. Headblade is a specific type of razor for shaving your head. There's a brand called Headblade, and they're all types specific razors. They all fit in your palm. Yeah, no, I've heard of that. The only thing with the Headblade, I don't think you can just go into a store with that, can you? I think that's one of those things you have to go online and order. I think I might be wrong. I looked for it at the beginning, but like you said, there's tons of different ones out there. I've seen so many different ones, but I guess it's up to the individual. For me, it's just easier to put stuff on and off it comes. But I think those Headblade ones will be quick for you. That's for sure. Cake says, I spend more time scalping my ears than my head. Isn't that the truth? And once you do it, Cake, and it won't stop. Well, it takes forever. I do have to be specific here and on the back. Not that anybody wants to know that, but yeah, I do have to be specific for sure when I do that. Yeah, Steve, like Ask Question says, if you look into what he was talking about, there's a lot of stuff on the internet about it, and I'm not sure the price, but that might be a good option too. It really might, because I think when you use that, you're probably not going to nick and cut yourself as much, and it's quick and stuff. It's a lot quicker than taking it and having to do it manually. Manscaping, yeah, Joy, that's a word and a half. It is. Drew Food Reviews. How you doing? It's good to see you. I gotta run. Catch you later. I'm gonna do my 500 live tomorrow at 7. Okay, and that's central, so that'll be. I think you're an hour behind us. So Fitz and Bakes, I'll watch for that, my friend, because you've got that 500 going tomorrow. So everybody, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Fitz and Bakes will be going live just for. He's doing a special on hitting the 500 mark. Sorry. Oh, Joyce says, Drew, I found peppermint chip junior mints. Wow, I wonder what that's like. Budget says, Joe, my ex-wife is a claims examiner for a workman's comp company here. Used to love going through all their surveillance videos for fraud cases. I can imagine. Kay says, I see no women are saying much about razors. Yes, Kay, I'm going to stop now. Okay, my friend. I agree with what you're saying. I will stop. You know what's funny about what you're saying, Kay? You know, when my channel first started, you know, the analytics, I never checked the analytics. I still don't really check them. But I did look at the analytics. You know, it tells you where everybody is, like in North America, the UK, different parts of Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa, wherever they are, India. And it says, you know what, this percentage is here, this percentage is here. I think most of the people at the beginning were like in North America, like in Canada, the US and Canada, and then over in the UK and portion in Australia. So, and then Europe too. But when I first started looking, it says male and female. It shows the pie chart, and it says, and it will go 100% male, and forever, it never changed. It was funny. I'd always see women in the chat. I thought, no, that's wrong. There's women in there, and it didn't matter. It wasn't just the live. It was just the videos. I thought, no, women comment on stuff. That's wrong. But now it's. I think it has changed. So I said I'm. Maybe it's because Joe came on. Maybe but and if I keep talking like that, it's going to go back from whatever percentage cake back to a full 100% male, which nothing's wrong with. But yeah, sometimes I need to be a little focused and talk about something for a second, and I get over it. Maybe that's I do need to do that. Joy Stewart says, Joe, Wells Fargo had to tell married joint credit card holders their spouse charged for strippers. Geez, Joy, that is. I guess it's funny to an extent, but it's not funny who's going through it. And yes, I imagine that would take a lot. Keg, that would take a lot. Especially ask questions. There are a lot of different things to be done, aren't there? I don't know if I could laser face and done with it. You know, I don't like it either, but I don't know if I could do that. I'd be afraid in case something happened. Joy Stewart, what idiot charges strippers? Well, definitely not this one, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. Gil Skill says, laugh my ass off. Exactly. It definitely wasn't me, Joe. I promise. Desmond Donner says, laugh out loud. Once my analytics said 100% female, but the only folks that had comment were all male. I think analytics needs a little work, lots of work. I think so too, Desmond Donners. And they do. Gil Skill says, right, Jeff? Exactly. Budget says to Joy, what's the interest on that charge asking for a friend? Desmond Donder says, grow a beard. Oh gosh, you know what? I love a beard, but I'm about 6 weeks in, and then I'm done. And now it goes all gray on me, so it doesn't look as it did when I was younger. But yeah, no, a beard, and it's funny. My wife. Joe, her dad has a beard. I said, well, your dad has a beard. She goes, yeah, that's my dad. I don't want you to have a beard. She says, okay. I said, no problem. She says, you don't look right with one. And maybe it's just my face. The Cake says, how dumb can you be? Last question says, Big Cake, yep. And Deep Pockets, I think it's 2,000 to 5,000 to get it done. Seriously? Imagine, yeah, you probably have to go a few times, would you, to get that done? That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is expensive, isn't it, Kate? Can you imagine $5,000? I bet you know what, they don't just do it once. You probably have to go for a couple different sessions. But I don't know. I like the couple day growth for a few days. Then I don't mind shaving it off and then growing it back. But I don't think I'd want to be completely all the time. I'll stick to my badger beard. I love it. Budget bushcraft. I keep half a photo of all my stuff in my wallet to remind me not to get married again. Oh my gosh, I love it. Random Lady 1989, laugh out loud. That's hilarious. I absolutely love it. But gosh, look at, what? For a Wednesday, what's wrong with me? I need a sip. I think I haven't had enough drink here today. Oh wow, Big Keg. It's 5 to 6 sessions to get tattoo removed. Keg, I have a tattoo here. I have one tattoo. It's a Celtic knot I got when I got divorced, and you can't see it. It's this guy from Switzerland did it, and he did a nice job. But I always wanted to get like a coat of arms or something. And when I first got that, they had it was this. It was the knot here like that, and then the rest of it was like a shield, like if somebody's coat of arms or something, and it was amazing. And to this day, that's what I want to get. I want to finish it off because it looks okay there, but if you get the rest at the bottom, it goes about halfway down your arm to about here, and it looks really nice. And it was about 12, 13 years ago I got that. So it's just a nice black one in that, but I would love to get it finished. Like, it's finished, but I'd like to get that extension for it. Steve says, oh, Gil Skills, that's a super cool tat, Jeff. Bob, it's the only one I have. I would love another one. I know my wife, I don't know what she thinks of it, but I'd like to get that, and I'd like to get the name and stuff. I'd like to get the kids and stuff. Not a picture of the kids, but I want to get the kids' names and stuff on there too. Steve, it's the only one I have, but I love it. I did get it after I got divorced from my first wife, and that Desmond's Donner's nice knot. Yeah, you know what? I love it. I like the Celtic stuff, and I like some of the tribal stuff and stuff. I don't know what really I'd want to do, but I'd like to get some, not a full arm or sleeve or anything, but I would like to get a few different ones added. Oh no, Steve. Honestly, I always wanted one, and then I did it right after I split up with my ex-wife, and you know what? Nobody was telling me what to do at that point. So, uh, but it just says if you put art on your skin, don't ever put a woman's name. Oh my gosh, this single woman. How are you? It's nice to see you. Uh, but yeah, Keg, I imagine it probably would take a lot, right? Because they'd have to, you'd probably get it removed, and then there'd be a whole process. I imagine it'd probably be pretty expensive too. Random lady says I only had it once or twice. I'm not a huge fan of chocolatey things. Oh gosh. Oh, do you, Keg? You know what? Someday I do see you have some tattoos. I'm gonna look at it, Keg, for sure. I have my coat of arms on my shoulder. That's exactly what I want, my friend. It really is. I love that, but I like something, the Wilson coat of arms. Um, some of my family was Scottish, but my dad's side were fully Irish and stuff. But yeah, it's a different. My grandmother's name, that was married to my grandfather, her last name was Scott, but my grandfather's was Wilson, and I'd like to get that coat of arms. I really would. What happened? I missed something here. I'm gonna have to get this read quickly. I have about 4 minutes till I have to turn it off because then I gotta go get Ethan, everybody. But my gosh, we have 41. My wife has got one. Actually, you know what? Let's not talk about that. She will. I'll pretty much. I might as well not be able to go pick her up if I tell you. Okay, and she's not good enough. Yep. Okay, my wife has one or two. That's it. Let's drop it at that. Uh, oh gosh, Joy, do you have a Grateful Dead one? I love it. My ex-wife, and then I met the wife I'm my wife that I'm going to be with the rest of my life, Jill. Um, I've been with her coming on 13 years now, and so Jenna was just going to be 4. She was still 3. She's going to be 4 when I met my wife, and that. But Jenna's been in Joe's life all her life pretty much. Let's see here. Random lady says, big caramel fan. I also like maple flavored things. Yes, random lady Vicky. My wife loves maple, anything with maple as well. And budget says 3. All of my daughters. Well, that's nice. It really is. I definitely want. Steve, there's buffering. Is there? You know what? There's buffering. It's funny. There's buffering on. There might have been buffering on the phone. I'm sorry if there was. Yes, ask questions. They do. Maple syrup is a huge thing, especially Quebec and up north. There's a lot of maple syrup, like from the trees and stuff. Maple syrup is huge. Yes, Joy, you have a good one too. I'm gonna have to go in about 2 minutes. It's 3:23. I have to be off by 3:25. Yes, Desmond's honors doghouse for Jeff. Yes, actually, I didn't go anywhere. Thanks, Dave, Joe. But I didn't say anything. I just said to my wife, and then I stopped myself. Did you hear that? I just stopped myself. She only has a couple. That's it. But they're all. You know what? Here's a good one. She has one of our son's foot, baby foot, when he was just a baby, his footprint, and she took it and she got it. I think on her left, the this portion of her foot, just the top portion of her foot. It's cute. It says his name, the year. It says Ethan. It's just a little footprint. It's like about this big. It's cute. That didn't hurt, right, Joe? I didn't say anything bad. Oh, Joe says she has 4. She has 2, one on each foot, and when her brother passed away, she has her brother. It's something for cancer and stuff on her bottom of her leg, and then one on her back of her a sign of her parents or something. That's pretty much. Oh, Steve has to go. Okay, you take care, and I'm gonna have to go myself in a minute, everybody. Hey, Worm's Eye View, Pip, it's good to see you. Hi, lovely. Lot. I just finished my day at last 8 p.m. here. How's everybody doing? Good. And Pippa, we have to go and actually I have to go now. It's 3:25. Hello, Ash. How you doing? It's great to see you. I can usually go. I sometimes go to 3 o'clock here on my time. I know it'd be 8:25 there. 3:25 our time or 8:25 your time, I have to leave because at 3:35 or 8:35 your time is when I pick my son up from school. So it gives me 10 minutes now to get everything shut down and go pick Ethan up from school. So I'm really sorry, everybody, that I have to run. It's really nice to see. It really is. Uh, Everybody, I'm so sorry. Okay, I have to run. I'm so sorry. But my gosh, 17 people, 41 thumbs up. Everybody, thank you so much. Have a great day. Yes, I will, Vicky. Thanks very much, Keg. Everyone, Pippa, Joe. Yes. Oh no. Thanks very much. Ask questions. Try stuff. Thank you, everybody. Holland Ash. Everybody. Desmond Donders. Steve. Single mom. Everybody have a good one. Okay. I'm just gonna shut down. But I bid you do, and I really appreciate you for coming. We'll see you again. Nordic Blue RC. Take care. Okay. Everybody. I'm really sorry I have to run. Okay. Take care. Bye bye.